God, we need a word from heaven.
Right now.
Somebody's in need of a blessing.
Right now.
If you ever needed God before, you really do.
Right now.
This is a time of salvation.
Right now.
God is speaking to every nation.
Right now.
If you ever needed God before.
God bless you. Today's encouraging word comes from the book of Numbers, chapter 14, and we'll begin reading at verse number 28. And it says, "Say unto them, As truly as I live, saith the Lord, as ye have spoken in mine ears, so will I do to you. Your carcasses shall fall in this wilderness, and all that were numbered of you, according to your whole number, from 20 years old and upward, which have murmured against me, doubtless ye shall not come into the land which I swear to make you dwell therein." Amen. These are the words of God, amen, in response to the children of Israel murmuring and complaining when the 12 spies returned from spying the land. As you remember, amen, 10 of the spies had an evil report talking about the giants that were in the land and how the people of God could not go against such imposing opposition. We understand, though, that Joshua and Caleb had a different report, but the people would not accept it. Caleb said, "We are well able to go up at once and possess the land," but they didn't want to hear it. And instead, they started murmuring and complaining about how God, through Moses, had brought them into the wilderness in order to kill them and their children. And so God said, "It's going to be according to your word. Just as you have spoken into my ears, that is what you are going to have." And it was just on last week that God spoke to us about the importance of guarding our mouths. And we see here, amen, that God says to us that as we speak to him, that's what he's going to do. So what kind of things then have we been speaking unto God? When we go into our prayer closet and when we are fellowshipping with him, and even when we're just talking out in the open, what kinds of things are coming out of our mouths and going into God's ear? Hear what God is saying. As you have spoken in my ears, so it will be unto you. So if we're speaking words of doubt and fear and unbelief, that is reaching God's ear. And God says, if that's the way you want it, amen. But if we speak words of faith, words of hope, words of life, and words of strength, then God will give us that as well. You know, Jesus said, amen, that it is by our words that we will be justified, and by our words we shall be condemned. So we have to be really mindful of what we are speaking, amen, into God's hearing. Mary once said, amen, when the angel Gabriel came and gave her the great news about her giving birth to the Messiah, she said, "Be it unto me according to thy word." But I want you to know today that God is saying the same thing unto us. It shall be unto us according to our word that reaches his ear. God bless you. Until next time, be encouraged. Amen. And remember that Jesus does love you, and his love never fails.
It makes no difference what you're going through.
Makes no difference.
God